Hi viewers, my name is Sirisha. Welcome to my channel Dream Life Diaries. Today I am going to show you step-by-step process to grow mint or pudina in pots in two ways, from used stems and from a plant purchased from nursery. These are the two easiest and most dependable ways to grow mint in containers. And I will also show you the organic fertilizers to use to improve yield and organic pesticides to use to control the pests. If you like the video, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon next to it to receive notifications for the upcoming videos. Mint is very easy to grow and can be grown throughout the year in almost all kinds of climate. Now let's check out the step-by-step process to grow it in tubs or grow bags in your home garden. It's very important to keep the soil moist and well drained while growing mint or any leafy vegetable for that matter. To ensure proper draining of water, make sure you make 3 or more holes at the bottom of the tub or grow bag. 6 to 9 inch deep pot or grow bag should be sufficient to grow this leafy vegetable. And always choose at least 2 to 3 feet or more wide container to grow mint, as it spreads sideways indefinitely through its horizontal underground stems and gets bushier. For the perfect potting soil, mix 50% of soil with 25% of biocompost or vermicompost and 25% of coco peat. A good amount of organic compost in the potting soil mix will ensure that it is nutrient rich and also help keep the soil moist. Now let's check out the two ways to grow mint in pots, from the used stems and from a plant purchased from nursery. Next time when you buy mint from grocery stores, do not discard the stems. Place these used stems in water for 2 days and make sure that at least half of the stem is completely immersed in water. You can see the roots here. Let's plant these stems and regrow the leaves. Add the potting soil to the pot or grow bag. Make sure the soil is moist enough. Sprinkle some water otherwise. Loosen the soil and make a flat surface. Make a 3 to 4 inch opening and place the stems into it, and then cover it up with soil. You can place 2 to 3 stems together in one opening. And make sure there is a gap of 3 inch between the stems to give enough space for the roots to grow. The tip is to choose healthy and thick stems for this purpose. If the stem is very tender, there is a very less chance that the leaves will regrow. Continue doing it until all the stems are used up. And then sprinkle some water. Water the pot every day and keep the soil moist. And keep the pot under partial sunlight. The leaves start regrowing within a week's time. And the leaves are completely regrown within 3 weeks' time. Whenever you are harvesting, just cut the leaves and leave the stem intact. The leaves will regrow again and again, and you can harvest multiple times. Another way to grow mint in pots is to grow it from a small plant. I have purchased it from nursery. When you are purchasing it, make sure that it has multiple branches and it's healthy. Before removing it from the pot, sprinkle some water so that the soil becomes loose and it comes out easily. Add the potting soil to the wide pot or grow bag and make sure the soil is moist enough. Sprinkle some water otherwise. Loosen it up and then make a flat surface. Make an opening of 3 to 4 inch deep at the center of the pot. Loosen the soil in the other pot with the help of a gardening tool. Now reverse the pot and take the plant out of it. Remove the soil at the bottom and free up the roots. This will allow the roots to spread further in our new pot. Now place it into the opening and then cover it up with the soil. And then sprinkle some water. Water the pot once in a day to keep the soil moist and keep the pot under partial sunlight. This is how it grows and spreads across the pot within 3 weeks. The infestation that's commonly observed on mint leaves is flea beetles. They cause damage by chewing small holes through the leaves, and these holes will often show up in clusters. I usually spray rice wine organic pesticide to bring it under control. To make this pesticide, add 200 grams of cooked rice to a vessel and then pour 1 liter of water into it. Close the lid and keep it aside in a dry and cool place for 7 days. This is how it looks after 7 days. Strain it and add 2 tablespoons of any cooking oil to it. For 500 ml of water, add 500 ml of this solution and mix it well. Spray this solution in the morning or evening when the sun is not at its peak. And make sure to spray this solution on all the plant surfaces, leaves, stems and undersides of the leaves until completely wet. Another infestation that's commonly seen is aphids. You can spray neem oil organic pesticide to control aphids and bring it under control. Click on the suggestion card above or check out the link in the description to watch the video on how to prepare neem oil pesticide and spray it on the plants. These are the 2 effective home remedies to control the pests on mint leaves. You can spray one of these solutions once or twice a week depending on the severity. I mostly use rice wine to control the pests on any leafy vegetable. I use neem oil on leafy vegetables only when it's absolutely necessary when the infestation is very high. I've been making biocompost with kitchen waste and food leftovers at home from the last 2 years now. It not only solves the problem of waste disposal but also works as the best manure to improve fruiting. The process is simple and takes around 6 weeks to turn the food scraps into the effective fertilizer without any foul smell or worms. This is how it looks after 6 weeks. It's a high quality fertilizer which can be used for vegetable and flower plants in your garden. Add 2 to 3 inch layer of this homemade compost to the pots once in every 2 weeks. Click on the suggestion card above or check out the link in the description for the detailed video on how to make biocompost at home. As mint requires soil to be moist enough to grow well, adding compost regularly to the pot helps the soil absorb and retain nutrients and moisture and protects plants from diseases and pests. During the compost process, you will also harvest liquid fertilizer from the tap once in every 3 days during the initial 2 to 3 weeks. It's acidic and should be diluted with water before using it for the plants. It's loaded with microbes and nutrients and makes an extremely effective natural fertilizer. For 1 liter of water, you can add 100 ml of this liquid fertilizer. You'll notice a considerable improvement in the fruiting once you start using it. This liquid fertilizer is more than enough to ensure better growth and improve the yield. In case you're not making compost at home, another very effective organic fertilizer is fruit fermented juice. I usually make banana fermented juice and use it for the plants once in a week. For the detailed video on how to make banana fermented juice, click on the suggestion card above or check out the link in the description. Whenever you want to harvest, you can cut the stem 3 to 4 inches away from the soil. The stem and the leaves will regrow and you can harvest it multiple times. I might have harvested from these 2 tubs more than 10 times by now. This is how the tubs look after the harvest. The leaves will regrow and you can harvest it again and again. You can also grow mint from seeds, but it's much faster if you choose one of these methods. I hope this video helps you grow mint in your home garden. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up, share it with your family and friends and add your comment to the comment section below. And do not forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon next to it to receive notifications for the upcoming videos. Thank you.